stacks, soft light, Toronto in the rain, a lecture in the dusk and a playful brain. Literature, libraries, culture in the air, stories in the shelves, dust floating everywhere. I came to talk of futures, past and play, how the books pile up, how the minds make way, how do stories stack up in the digital age. A pulse in the floor, a hand on the page. Others wrote on trains and butterflies and film, pain and Freud, politics, the edges in the rim. But a whole volume on libraries, maybe that's too far. Or would it in the hut show us who we are? I was asked for a title, an abstract in advance, but work, I happen to feel like play, a sidelong dance. So I mixed the old with the new till the seams went wild. A grotesque hybrid, grinning like a curious child. Robarts in the winter index, cards and boxes, marginal pencil constellations, illusion paradoxes. Day after day in the reference room glow, line by line through lighting hidden rivers flow. Some nights catalog drawers, some nights marbled boards and forgotten wars. Some nights a Corel, a quiet mental meal. And the stack said, this is how memory feels. Stacks of stories, stories of stacks. We keep coming forward by carrying back our happy scholars, lost in their way, mad in the margins, but we stay. Stacks of stories, stories of stacks, from card cabinets to glowing tracks. Without the unruliness, without the play, no hush, no order, no library. He wrote a peanut in the window shade, rubber gloves on the shelf in old Russia arrayed. Blissful stage of collecting his material, a little wagon rolling the task ceremonial. Nabokov loved Darwin, but not the whole machine, not the narrow eye and hunger in the struggle scene. He wanted homo poeticus, lighting up the mind. The world was made on a Sunday, slow unwind. Mimicry was magic, artful and sly, a leaf, a moth, a prank for the human eye. Some waggish artist in the shimmer of a wing, hidden design in every unnecessary thing. But the beat keeps turning and the signs came through. Cooperation rising where old assumptions grew. Not only competition, not only teeth and speed, but shared attention, shared intention, a deeply human need. Eyes that show direction, infants checking eyes, pointing just to share a world. The first and strangest prize is by itself is rewarding. That's how the language starts. Joint attention in the body, shared rhythm in the hearts. We wanna know what others know. We wanna feel where others go. We learn the world by leaning in, by letting many voices spin. Stories of essential light, tracks we follow through the night. In every pattern, every art, we practice being more than one heart. So why misinformation, why fiction, why the faint? Why scriptures, novels make believe the holy and the quaint? Because art is high play and play rewires the frame, chasing tumbling sound and color story with the name we crave. Pattern in the weather in the face in the street, cause and effect, identity, the footsteps in the beat. We make thought experiments to stretch beyond the now. We try on different minds and that's the future how. But every gift is cost inside, it's shining sleeves. To know false belief is to know we're deceived. So agency floods in where certainty grows thin. Religion holds the panic, story gives it form again. Music, dance, costume, ritual, shelter from the storm. Then science comes slower, a gentlest and bare, testing what we cherish, stripping down the air. But even then the stacks preserve the play, the doubt, the human nerve. Stacks of stories, stories of stacks. We keep coming forward by carrying back grandeur in this view of life. Even through the static, through the strife. Stacks of stories, stories of stacks. Memory bends and the future tracks. Without the unruliness, without the play, no hush, no order, no library. Gorges built, babble out into the vastness, variance everywhere, brilliance and blankness. But life doesn't search every possible room, it starts from what survives, makes another bloom. Evolution needs to conserve, to innovate, DNA and daydream both accumulate. Speak memory, mother of the muses. Every stored detail is what the future uses. Libraries preserve accumulated possibilities today, then open the doors and let imagination mutate. A guide to Berlin, a tram in yellow light. Everything, every travel will be valuable one night. The conductor's purse, the jolt, the old curved seat. Posterity will find the ordinary seat. The Brennan Library stamp on the 99th page. The Lethian ladder where hack books age, rare books breathe in Sophia, bewitched hush, and a slim Hindu boy and answering danger with a blush. I do not know him, sir. And the scene keeps turning gold. Stacks hold in fact and fiction till the room can't help but hold. So if we ask what all these shelves are for, why we save the truth